Welcome to Rain and Stories, your go-to place for unwinding and drifting into dreamland. Tonight, we've prepared a special bedtime story designed to help you relax and fall asleep quickly. So, make yourself comfortable, let go of the day's stress, and get ready to embark on a journey to the land of dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to always stay updated with our latest soothing stories. Let's begin our peaceful adventure. Bedtime Story: The Ripple of Yesterday. In the quiet hum of his lab, nestled in the heart of a bustling city, Marcus, a young and brilliant scientist, worked tirelessly on what he believed would be the greatest invention of his lifetime. His project, a sophisticated time travel device, was close to completion. The motivation behind his groundbreaking work was deeply personal. A year ago, Marcus had lost his brother in a tragic accident, a moment that shattered his world and set him on a path to alter fate itself. With determination and a mind unmatched in its genius, Marcus finally achieved the impossible. The device, a sleek and intricate apparatus that seemed to hum with potential, was ready. It was the eve of the anniversary of his brother's accident, and Marcus knew this was his moment. As the city slept, he initiated the sequence that would send him 24 hours into the past. The transition was seamless, a whisper of light and then a sudden jolt, as Marcus found himself standing in the day before the accident. With no time to lose, he hurried to prevent the catastrophe that took his brother. Through a series of calculated moves, Marcus succeeded in altering the events that led to the accident. His heart swelled with relief and triumph as he watched his brother walk away, unscathed. But the victory was short-lived. Upon his return to the present, Marcus discovered the city plunged into darkness. A massive blackout had struck, paralyzing the urban landscape. Confusion and panic filled the streets as the power outage disrupted life, an unforeseen consequence of Marcus's actions. It didn't take long for Marcus to connect the dots. The changes he made had caused a domino effect, culminating in the blackout. The realization hit him hard. In his quest to save his brother, he had inadvertently endangered countless others. Among the chaos, a critical medical shipment was delayed, threatening the lives of those in dire need. As the weight of his choices bore down on him, Marcus understood the delicate balance of time and the ripple effects of even the smallest changes. With the city still in the grip of the blackout, he faced a daunting challenge. He had to navigate the consequences of the events he had set in motion, a journey that would test his resolve and his ingenuity. Determined to rectify his mistakes, Marcus set out to undo the cascade of events he had triggered. He knew it would not be easy, for the path of time was fraught with complexity and unforeseen twists. But armed with his brilliant mind and a resolve forged in the depths of loss and love, Marcus embarked on a mission to restore the balance he had disrupted, unaware of the trials and revelations that awaited him in the shadows of yesterday's ripple. As Marcus delved deeper into the labyrinth of consequences his actions had woven, he realized the enormity of the task before him. The city, still shrouded in darkness, became a mirror reflecting the chaos he had unleashed. With each step he took through the silent streets, the weight of his responsibility grew heavier. Yet, amid the adversity, a resolve within him hardened. He would not, could not, let his quest end in failure. The first step in his monumental task was to understand the intricate web of events leading to the blackout. Marcus spent countless hours in his lab, poring over data, simulations, and the timeline of events he had altered. It was a puzzle of immense complexity, with each piece interconnected in ways he had barely begun to comprehend. His breakthrough came unexpectedly, from a simple observation that had initially seemed inconsequential. The delay he had caused in his brother's schedule had a ripple effect, leading to a minor traffic disruption. This disruption, in turn, caused a delivery truck carrying critical components to a power station to arrive late. The delay in maintenance led to an overload, and eventually, the blackout that engulfed the city. Armed with this knowledge, Marcus knew what he had to do. He had to dive back into the tangle of time, to that critical moment, and ensure the truck reached its destination on time. It was a daunting task, requiring precision and care, for any further alterations could exacerbate the situation. Late into the night, under the dim glow of emergency lights that lit his lab, Marcus initiated the time travel sequence once again. The familiar sensation of transition enveloped him, a silent promise of a second chance. This time, he emerged onto the bustling streets of yesterday, a specter moving with purpose among the unsuspecting crowd. His intervention was subtle, a nudge here, a redirection there. Marcus worked with the delicacy of a master weaver, his actions designed to blend into the tapestry of daily life. As he watched the delivery truck make its way through the city streets, unimpeded, a flicker of hope ignited within him. However, as he returned to the present, Marcus was met with a harsh truth. While the blackout had been averted, new complications had arisen. The city, though bathed in light, was now facing a different crisis, one that Marcus had inadvertently set in motion. It became clear that each attempt to alter the past brought with it a cascade of unforeseen consequences. Marcus stood at the precipice of a daunting realization. The fabric of time was far more fragile and interconnected than he had ever imagined. Each action, each decision, reverberated through the weave of events, creating ripples that extended far beyond his sight. Yet, amidst the uncertainty and the mounting challenges, Marcus's resolve did not waver. He understood now more than ever the need for caution and precision in his actions. With a renewed sense of purpose, he prepared to embark once more into the depths of time, each step guided by the lessons of the past and the unwavering hope for a future where the ripples of his actions led to calm waters rather than tempests. Marcus's journey through the tangled web of time was nothing short of a Herculean task. With the city still in the grips of darkness, he realized his first step was to restore power. The blackout, a direct result of his meddling in the past, had caused more than just inconvenience. It had endangered lives, halted critical services, and now threatened a hospital reliant on a delayed medical shipment. Using his knowledge of the city's infrastructure and the subtle intricacies of time manipulation, Marcus devised a plan. He would travel back once more, this time with the goal of preventing the blackout without jeopardizing his brother's safety. It was a delicate balance, requiring precision and careful planning. Marcus spent hours calculating every move, aware that the smallest miscalculation could result in further chaos. As he activated the time travel device once again, Marcus felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. The world blurred into streams of light, and when it cleared, he was back, moments before his previous intervention. This time, he moved with caution, expertly navigating the city and making subtle alterations that would keep the electrical grid stable. His heart raced as he completed his task and returned to the present, hopeful but uncertain. To his relief, the lights of the city greeted him, shining brightly against the night sky. The power was restored, and the immediate crisis seemed averted. However, Marcus's relief was short-lived. While the blackout was no longer a threat, the consequences of his actions had rippled out in ways he had not anticipated. The medical shipment had arrived on time, but the delay of other critical services in the city had unforeseen effects. Marcus learned of a fire in a distant neighborhood, one that had spread rapidly due to the delayed response of emergency services. Lives were lost, homes destroyed, and Marcus was faced with the harsh reality that his attempts to fix the past had led to new tragedies. The realization that his actions, however well-intentioned, could result in harm to others weighed heavily on him. Marcus struggled with the burden of his choices, the complexity of cause and effect, and the unforeseeable consequences of altering time. Yet, amidst the turmoil, his resolve hardened. He understood that his journey was far from over. To set right the balance, he needed to delve deeper into the cascading events he had set in motion, to understand the interconnectedness of actions and outcomes. Determined to prevent further harm, Marcus embarked on a new phase of his mission. With a blend of scientific brilliance and newfound wisdom, he sought to unravel the complex web of consequences, to find a way to heal the wounds of the present without eroding the fabric of the past. It was a journey fraught with challenges, but Marcus, driven by the love for his brother and a deep-seated desire to right his wrongs, pressed on. The path ahead was unclear, but one thing was certain. The ripple of yesterday had forever changed the course of Marcus's life, setting him on a journey of redemption and discovery in the intricate dance of time. In the heart of the night, under the watchful gaze of a million stars, Marcus stood at the crossroads of time. The city around him, once a symbol of his greatest achievement, now echoed with the repercussions of his actions. With each step forward in his quest to rectify the past, he found himself facing the paradoxes of time travel and the intricate puzzle of causality. Determined to amend the unforeseen consequences of his interventions, Marcus delved deeper into his research. He realized that to truly mend the fabric of the present, he needed not only to understand the direct impacts of his actions, but also to anticipate the indirect ripples they caused. It was a daunting task, one that required him to navigate the delicate balance between changing the past and preserving the essence of the present. As days melded into nights, Marcus's lab became a sanctuary of thought and innovation. He pored over historical data, city plans, and emergency response protocols, seeking a solution that could undo the harm without creating further disruption. It was during one such long night, amidst piles of papers and the soft hum of his equipment, that Marcus had a breakthrough. He conceived a plan not to alter major events, but to make subtle adjustments that would mitigate the negative outcomes of his previous interventions. These adjustments were carefully crafted to strengthen emergency response capabilities, enhance communication networks, and ensure the safety of the city's residents without directly interfering with the timeline. With a plan in place, Marcus once again activated his time travel device. The familiar rush of temporal displacement enveloped him, a sensation that had become both a burden and a beacon of hope. This time, his interventions were like the gentle touch of a butterfly's wing, each one meticulously designed to cause minimal disturbance while promoting a cascade of positive outcomes. Upon his return to the present, Marcus found the city alive with the vibrancy of everyday life, yet subtly altered in ways that spoke of improved resilience and unity. The fire in the distant neighborhood had been contained quickly, with minimal loss, thanks to enhanced emergency protocols he had introduced. The medical shipment's timely arrival had sparked discussions on improving healthcare logistics, making the system more robust against unforeseen delays. But it was in the quiet moments, as Marcus walked through the city streets, that he saw the true impact of his actions. People smiled a little brighter, and the community came together in ways he had never noticed before. It was a testament to the power of subtle changes, of the butterfly effect in the vast expanse of time. Yet even as he witnessed the positive changes, Marcus knew the journey was not over. The complexities of time travel, of changing the past while safeguarding the future, were profound. He had learned that with great power came great responsibility, and the path of a time traveler was fraught with ethical dilemmas and moral choices. As Marcus looked towards the horizon, where the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of hope, he understood that his mission was not simply to change the past, but to learn from it, to navigate the delicate dance of cause and effect, to make decisions with compassion and foresight, and to embrace the responsibility that came with the ability to alter time. The journey ahead was uncertain, filled with challenges and possibilities, but Marcus stepped forward with a renewed sense of purpose. He had seen the ripple of yesterday, felt its power, and learned its lessons. Now, he was ready to face the future, armed with knowledge, wisdom, and a deep-seated desire to make a difference in the fabric of time. As the dawn of a new day broke over the city, Marcus found himself on the brink of a profound realization. The journey through the convolutions of time, with its myriad challenges and revelations, had transformed him not just as a scientist, but as a person. He had ventured into the depths of the past, hoping to alter a moment of personal tragedy, only to discover that the fabric of time was a tapestry of interconnected threads, each one vital to the whole. The city, now pulsating with the gentle rhythm of everyday life, seemed to whisper tales of resilience and hope. Marcus's interventions had not only mitigated the consequences of his earlier actions, but had also sown the seeds of positive change. Yet, as he walked through the streets, a sense of introspection washed over him. He pondered the true essence of time travel, realizing that it was not about changing the past to suit the present, but understanding the intricate dance of cause and effect. In this newfound wisdom, Marcus recognized that the most significant changes come not from altering major events, but from influencing the small moments that define the human experience. He saw that true strength lay in the capacity for growth, empathy, and the ability to learn from the past to create a better future. With these reflections heavy in his heart, Marcus made a decisive choice. He would retire the time travel device, not out of fear or regret, but from a deep understanding of his responsibility as its creator. He realized that the power to change time was less about reshaping history and more about inspiring the present. The greatest impact he could make was to share his knowledge, to contribute to the world's understanding of time, causality, and the delicate balance of existence. In the quiet solitude of his lab, Marcus documented his journey, the lessons learned, and the theoretical foundations of time travel. He envisioned a future where his research could enlighten others, fostering advancements in various fields while cautioning against the unforeseen consequences of altering the past. As Marcus prepared to publish his findings, he also dedicated himself to advocating for ethical considerations and scientific exploration, ensuring that future endeavors in time travel, or any groundbreaking research, were guided by wisdom, responsibility, and a commitment to the greater good. The decision to step away from the time travel device was bittersweet, yet Marcus felt a profound sense of peace. He had saved his brother, learned invaluable lessons, and set in motion a ripple of positive change. Now, he looked forward to a future where he could continue to make a difference, not by altering the past, but by inspiring the present. The story of Marcus, the scientist who journeyed through time to save his brother, would remain a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the profound impact of our choices. It was a reminder that the most powerful changes often come from within, shaping not just our own lives, but the world around us. As the sun climbed higher, casting a warm glow over the city, Marcus stepped out of his lab, ready to embrace the day. The air was filled with promise, and the city, once a backdrop to his temporal odyssey, now stood as a beacon of hope and progress. In the end, Marcus realized that the true ripple of yesterday was not in the events he changed, but in the lives he touched, including his own.